In this video, we're going to cover volume profile, some of the key levels, but more importantly, anchored VWAPs. So if we go over to this here in your forecasting section of this trading view, anchored VWAP, we're going to anchor the highest point of this month, well, last month, which is sitting at 76. We can see price came down, tried to back test it and broke down, and we could not test it again. Tested it here, had a fake out, came down, had a fake out, come down, come back up, and we had a fake out again. And now we are below it. Let's get another anchored VWAP from here. We can see that these two anchored VWAPs cross over there, and this low was taken at 63,000. Now, if we add our fixed range profile, take it from there to the anchored VWAP, we are going to see that, oh yeah, we need to put one more anchored VWAP just over here, which is going to be there. Here we go. So, and that's bringing it straight there. Yeah, perfect. Okay, let's also get another anchored VWAP from the top of the range as well. Okay, so we have our anchored VWAPs, yeah, which are going to be resistance sell points. Now we need to get one more anchored VWAP, and this anchored VWAP is going to be the low that was put in on a week ago. So that is there. Okay, perfect. So we can see, or we can learn, that we are getting rejected at this anchored VWAP. Okay. If we break above this anchored VWAP, our next, and we would be above the point of control, the next resistance or sell point would be this anchored VWAP and this anchored VWAP. Now, this bit here where we got this 69,674, where they actually cross, we also have a very important level there as well, because previously we came and back tested it, this anchored VWAP here, and got rejected and fell through. So if we have a look currently where we are, and I know it looks a bit confusing, but it's not really. The most important levels in this range that we can see is going to be the point of control, value area high, value area low, value area high, point of control, anchored VWAP, these anchored VWAPs, and this anchored VWAP. Why is this anchored VWAP important? Price came down. It bounced, lost that anchored VWAP, could not make it above that anchored VWAP. So why am I educating you about this? It's very, very simple. If I was long, and which I am long, let's say if I was long from here, or wherever, even if somebody wanted to take a low risk trade and they were long from there, the idea of this game is to make money. So you'd want to take some profits at these anchored VWAP levels, because we have had trapped traders there before. If we can get past that, you want to see what happens at this anchored VWAP level, or this anchored VWAP level, and you want to protect your trade. But you're probably thinking, well, okay, but how does that help me in the future? Very, very easy. Let's wipe this over. Let's get rid of this. Actually, we can just go over to here. Just get rid of it like that. And yeah, we'll just keep that. So that's your range. Now we have the anchored VWAPs and your daily VWAP in a band. And this band is very, very powerful, because this is your lower band, just like we have a value area low. This is your upper range. This is your daily. Just going sideways. At the time of this recording, just today, Saturday the 4th, price went above this VWAP, above the higher band, then came back and retested it beautifully. Broke out, and now came back and retested this band, which means on the 30-minute time frame, if we did have another retest, it's still okay for higher prices. If we get back into this band, we want to hold this as support. Does that make sense? And if we go to, where is it? Let's get these up. And let's get, also let's get, yeah, we'll leave that there. It's a bit messy now. We can also see that this area here is actually what I'll do, I'll get rid of one of these, is the actual value area low of the bigger range. And now your point of control is shifted to 70,700. And this is something a lot of analysts do not talk about. So what does that actually mean? Well, that means if I was to take any swing trades, day trades, intraday trades, I would want to be taking them inside this band. A loss of this here, 68,800, let's say 800, will bring us back to 66k, which is the local value area range. But we want to focus on this. Why? Because we're trending up. So we want to see maybe a retracement into this area here, holding this 68. What is this shifted now? 68,900, whatever it is. No, sorry, yeah, 66,900. Want to hold this as your support for a continuation up. Why would we continue up? This is called a sessions indicator. And in this area here, which starts from there, 68, all the way down to 67.4. This box here. There is inefficiencies in here. We can also see an order block here as well, and one above. And we have this order block below us, which technically is the local range support. But we are above this value area high. Value area low. So the point I'm trying to make here is, and that's why I took this trade that I am in currently with a very tight stop to fill these inefficiencies and get into this order block. because I already know now from this TA, a loss of this and a loss of those VWAP bands, you can just imagine them as value area low, value area high, although that's not what they're called. But they have a similar purpose. A loss of that, and we're back in the other range, which is this range here. This price was initiated, or this drop was initiated last week by Asia. Price has a memory. It knows there's liquidity there. There is probably more liquidity up here than below. And if price was to make its way up here, this is where I'll be looking for a short position, unless we can successfully take out these highs and close 2 daily candles above this order block. So when we combine volume profile, anchored VWAPs, VWAP bands, and simple smart money concepts, we can plan ahead in either direction. I hope that makes sense. Now, if you want to learn more about this, and there are extended videos on all of this which are free, you can join the Telegram group by going over to the website and signing up. Thank you for watching. If you click the link in the description below, it brings you to this website where you can join our community, and you can also sign up to win 1,000 USDT. This is because we are launching our podcast on Spotify, so you just fill out your details and you'll get entered for that, and you'll be put on the wait list so you get alerts for our podcast. And if you want to join our Telegram group, just fill out and we'll send you the link and the instructions on how to join. So yeah, take a look at the website, and we will be adding more additional information and other contents to the website itself. Thank you. Bye.